like for the memory of the bus. But I mean, again, some of these things are like so intense. I don't want to just detract from the story she's telling. She's not on the bus. She's talking about a memory. But then it might be quite nice to when she maybe, I don't know, as it builds up, maybe it does get, come in and starts to set the scene. So maybe have a little play around with what you can find. We'll see what it sounds like.
I think that's it for race. What happens after race?
Right, race after race is rage.
That's not confusing.
This scene I would like filmed. I want it to be projected. A film of Marshall like having a breakdown. He's just gonna be screaming.
I'm gonna recreate
So-
that scene
So I need to
right
go
now.
to film that as well.
Charlotte, I've talked with the year one about this new films, so they're going to work with you on that. It's only like, it's not a big job. Do not stress. It's literally just, it'll just be something you'll need to put into QLab, that's all.
And I want to use the song Swallowtail by Wolf Alice.
Got that one, Rohan?
Because it's quite gentle to like.
Swallowtail by Wolf Alice. Make sure you're awake back there, buddy.
Would we be able to film it in Black or White? Just so that it would
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Who was it by, sorry?
Yeah. Is it kind of that kind of, do you want that kind of like blurry effect on Marshall? Is that what you're picturing?
Sorry.
Is that what you're picturing, like when you're having a breakdown, just like that blurry effect, like head going side to side, that kind of thing?
Well,
Rather than just your face, like you want an effect on it. Do you know the effect I mean, like
it's kind of like,
side to side, like
I guess we
turning
could
blurry?
add like a shake, because you had the idea of me coming to the camera and like having the effect of me punching it.
Yeah, and it'd be like cracking across the screen.
Yeah, and I'm basically just slow-mo walking down the middle.
Yeah, Marshall's just gonna slowly exit the stage. She's gonna walk while the image of him like screaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll need to set a day for that, which I would imagine will be next Monday.
Great, I'll
Okay.
get into my
Yeah, so next Monday we'll probably need Marshall to film that, okay?
That's fine.
Can somebody make a note of that then? So we need to prep. Next Monday, make a note to prep for filming Marshall. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, rules. This is the same lighting, projection, etc. as Betrayal from the start.
Okay.
The same characters.
Got
same
that one, Emily?
bottles, bottles
Likewise.
back.
Same imagery.
Flower, I can rip apart.
So this is the bedroom
I didn't
kind
get
of.
anything before.
It's just roughly as a bedroom idea. Maybe.
It's a bedroom, can it be like girly and like pink?
Yeah.
It's going to be more suggestive than like, it's not going to be a picture of a bedroom, it's going to be like small images. So if you see what Charlotte's done, she's kind of collaged a load of images together.
Like moving.
So kind of subtle, yeah.
So during that scene, so it's the same as Betrayal, but when they mention the woman with the flowers, I'd like the spotlight to come on down stage where Jenny will be sat, and I want her to be like, if you can give her like a yellow flower, because it's always yellow flowers, but
So
like
we've got that.
one that she can pick the petals off, like he loves me, not
A
flower,
daffodil.
or just like a yellow like flower.
Okay.
You probably
So we
don't
need
flower-
one flower that can.
those are like-
So we need extra flowers basically that we can pull the petals off. So we need extra flowers we can pull the petals off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need some extra yellow.
The ones we've got are fake, so we'll need a real one.
We need
Okay,
or just more that we can break. Cool.
Yes.
that
real
scene
one.
transitions into, we've cut the next one,
What's that?
Shouldn't listen,
Scream.
cunt.
So Scream is cut, guys. We make a note of that.
and we go straight into violence. Now, ignore what the script says because we're using like snippets of a previous monologue because it's the same character. And basically, it's like the same party. It's like a party scene, but previously in the evening, so before it's all gone downhill. So the party hats are back. But I want the lighting this time to be really funky, really moving around. Like you can use like spinners and things like this.
Okay.
The song is "Waking Up" by Django Django.
You got that one again, sound? Yeah? Django.
Yeah. Spelled DJANGO.
The German.
Twice.
Okay. Imagery. We're going back. We're back in the bedroom, aren't we? That bit that we said, that kind of area.
Yeah. No. That was the previous one.
Party.
Party. So it's
Party,
all
yeah.
over the stage.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is the bedroomy kind of imagery, Charlotte. Just different lighting.
Oh,
Don't worry.
okay.
For the party one, it would be
I'll go
maybe
for it.
like a kitchen with alcohol on the cover.
Like more of a lively party than
Yeah, rather than
Yeah,
like,
probably. Give like confetti or something. I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
something that moves
That's
around.
filmed, so don't need anything there. Don't worry about that one. So that's all filmed. So that's next Monday. We're going to be filming that. Okay. So prop wise for violence, was there anything?
They've all got the party hats back.
Party hats. Someone said bottles. Then do we need bottles?
no, that was just in terms of imagery that we could use, like a picture of a kitchen and alcohol and cover
Oh,
or
okay.
something like that.
So we could alter it to that. Yeah.
So or you
Okay.
could bring your balloons back on if you've tied them and just like wave them around and stuff. Create some light colour.
Did go away from that.
That scene is going to go into Universe, which is the next one, which is CC and Kira. I'd like the imagery to be like the universe that we're looking at, like the Milky Way and stuff like that. Yeah, galaxy stuff. And they need 2 like juice boxes, like 2 like cartons of Ribena type thing, with straws because I want it to be like.
Okay.
And I do want that underscored with something, but I want it to be something similar to this that we had from the previous one. But I
What
don't-
one's that? Is that
I
the?
don't- it's similar to Exam, but
Yeah.
I don't want it to be the same, so I'm still looking for something there, but you can have a look as well.
So what's the one from Exam? Oh, Exam by Adrian Sutton.
Yeah.
So if we can find something similar, sound team.
Maybe look at the Interstellar soundtrack. Hans Zimmer Interstellar soundtrack's got loads of nice stuff in it.
Well, valid.
It might be way off, but in terms of like stars, you could go for like maybe like the starting theme for like Peter Pan. You know, like Jeremy Sumter's Peter Pan.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, have a look at
I know
look
that
into
one.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, could work. And then imagery, we've got galaxy stuff. Yeah. Props, scenery. Anything we need there? Props.
Just the juice boxes.
Juice boxes. I think that's it. Lighting wise, it's kind of galaxy colours, isn't it? Purples, blues. Are they all around the space there?
No, well, in the last 10 minutes I've just changed my mind about how I want that thing to look. So
Okay.
they'll be on the stage down here,
In the thrust, yeah.
and they'll be watching up there. But I want them to look like they're stargazing, so
Okay.
maybe put a spotlight on.
Yep, can do that.
I have a plan.
Ooh.
I have a plan.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I've got the ramps, so they could be.
Yeah.
Okay, after universe,
Right, we've cut phone.
cut phone.
Phone is cut. But now we go into part 2. I really like it. Actually, I probably should have said this before. I'd really like it if the projection literally was like in the same font as Chaos, was like doom doom, like part 2, and like
Yeah.
in quite a Brexian style, yeah.
That's dead easy.
Coming soon. They have to wait another week for the part 2.
Yeah.
see what to do.
So actually we'll need a part 1 as well.
Yeah.
And part 2, the scene's called Platform, and it's going to start exactly like the start of the play. So it's going to be like a motif, like the audience will recognise like the imagery with like Marshall stood here and everyone stood up there, and it'll change.
Just a part to like an interval there, can't like get up and
No.
straight into it.
No, straight into it. I think the whole piece will only be about an hour long. from start
So
to
part
finish.
2 starts with platform, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's basically repetition there, so same lighting, same everything there.
Yeah, but it will go glitchy because it's like the idea is that it's the same, but like it's like the butterfly effect, like something changes and it changes the whole course of humanity. So something different will happen. It'll go a bit weird. So that can be done with lighting.
Yeah, we could create like a little kind of opaque overlay for a lot of these, couldn't we, Charlotte? There's like just a glitch that comes onto previous imagery,
Yeah.
so that could work quite well. Okay, so platform. Any props? Anything different? Anything new?
We haven't done this yet. This is what we're going to do today. But we're running out.
Okay.
Pretty sure props are the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, safety.
Yeah, is that after platform?
Yeah, it's the same. Again, these scenes in part 2 are pretty much the same as part 1. They're just a little bit different. So I want them to look the same. So
Yeah.
imagery can be exactly the same, lighting can be exactly the same.
still moving
Moving it. Oh, we talked about that, didn't we?
I just wanted to feel a bit off. A bit like
Yeah. So that might be something that we actually just use the same imagery, but we just mess around with the effects in QLab and just like have a tweak on it.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, You know, like
Yeah,
how
you're right. Well,
like in the 80s, how like old movies would do that, like weird.
The way, like the
would do
VHS
that, that would be
effect.
really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
I know whether it's very good effect.
Kira has just very cleverly remembered something that I'd completely forgotten about, which is that we're going to swap 2 of these scenes around now because we've lost actors. It means that Marshall would be in 2 consecutive ones. So we're going to go flowers first.
Before
then,
safety.
Yeah, then safety, then operation.
Thank you.
So flowers, safety, operation is how it goes, yeah?
Yeah, so 2.
Just so then I'm not like jumping between two.
No.
directions.
Yes.
So, would it be useful, one second Charlotte, sorry, would it be useful for you to go through the scenes in part 2? Because if they're just repeated scenes from the previous with something off, if you could tell us the scenes in order with their corresponding scene, and then we can work on how to make those off unless there's any specific changes in them that you need, like props or anything extra you need. So platform is train effectively, yeah?
Yeah.
So what would flowers be the corresponding scene?
Apology.
Does that make sense, lighting, everyone, guys? So these are the scenes that are the same with something off.
Safety is the same as parents.
Flowers imagery, I would say, is different.
One sec.
Yeah, let's just go through these ones.
Scenes.
So we've got operation.
Operation would be the same as hand.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, because it's in a hospital.
No, not in
Right,
terms
So
of
it's
imagery, in
safety,
terms
we'll
of
just say
like.
which scenes it correlate with the characters.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so lost.
Don't worry. So what we're doing, we're just going part 2. The scenes correspond to a scene in the first half.
Yeah.
So we're just going to list those, and then we're just going to go back over if anything's changed or we need to add anything.
What's flowers the same as?
Apology.
Apology.
So safety is the same as parents.
So in terms of like what we're referring back to from the
Yeah.
first part.
Operation is the same as hands. Okay. Carry on.
It was just those 3.
Is that it?
Yeah, and then it moves on to the final section.
What's the final section then? So we,
Final section is part. We're just going to call it part 3, even though it isn't a part 3 in the play, but our version is going to call it part 3.
okay.
And it's platform, and it's basically an amalgamation of everything that's happened before, and we're going to devise it this week, and it's just going to be chaos.
Okay, so that's something that we can't create for just yet,
No.
which is fine. So can we just check, is there anything different in flowers and
Yes.
apology?
Yeah,
So
we do
flowers.
First, yeah.
Yeah, flowers. The setting's different because we thought that it would be more of a park rather than Jacob's like blocking me off from a room. Because I come on and Jacob's like turned up.
So more of a park.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like kind of like London Park rather than like
City
a
Park.
playground.
City park.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's for flowers. No!
Oh my god!
My energy.
Anyway.
So park for city park, flower bed kind of thing
Yeah.
for flowers. Safety.
Safety, let's have a little look. So this was the girls like stealing the ball and running around the stage. In the rain.
The rain.
We were doing it like outside someone's house.
Yeah.
So we could just recap. We could have the rain effect again, but again, we've got an idea for a little glitchy effect to go over the top of that.
Yeah.
So we got a slightly glitchy rain kind of look
Mhm.
for safety. Anything different musically for those?
Well, rain sound effect obviously for safety.
Yeah.
And the park is the
Same kind of thing.
the underscore. Yeah.
Yeah. Operation then, hands.
Yeah. Hospital.
Hospital waiting room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a completely different one, I think, to what we've had, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we need some form of hospital effect or
Yeah, but
as
not
a
like
cage.
beeping in the hospital because it's a waiting room, and also because we don't have a hospital bed or anything like that. So we want it to feel like it's like an actual waiting room.
Yeah. So hospital waiting room in terms of imagery and just sounds. It might be like just like muffled background.
That first when you got Rowan will probably be better for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then part 3, so platform, that's going to be something that, when are you planning on starting to devise that as a rough idea? Because I think it will send people into rehearsals for that scene. Wednesday.
What was safety again?
Safety was the one that was the rain,
Yeah.
glitchy rain.
I thought flowers was
Flowers is the park.
I
Flower.
can't do it.
It's alright. Don't worry, we got the nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, no.
sorry. Was the team forward in part 1 or part 2?
Seen what, sorry, mate?
Forward.
Flowers has been part 2.
Part 2. Part 3 is only one scene and it's called Platform.
Yeah.
It is one scene and it is all scenes.
So part 3 then, Wednesday morning, if Erin and Emily at the very minimum, because I know you guys are in, if you guys can be in when they're rehearsing the dance parts, and just check obviously light and any effects that we've got, if you guys can be in there.
Yeah, are you going to be in here or in the Wildman? Right.
And then I assume then in the afternoon you're going to be trying to work through part 3. Okay, so again, we'll have people in that rehearsal at a certain point to look at part 3. Okay, right. So the key thing now is from you guys is communication to us. If things change, if things are needed that we haven't talked about now, you need to assume that we don't know about them. We will have Erin in rehearsals, we'll have people about. We are now going to start building your set, your
We also
theatre.
need flowers, 4 flowers.
Okay, yeah, you've got flowers. Yeah, you've got flowers, we got them. Okay, so yeah, it's about communicating with us now, making sure that we know of any changes. Okay, there are certain things we can change, some will. Certain things we won't be able to change. So once, you know, imagery and lighting is rigged and set, that's what you're having. Okay, so the key dates we've got, we're going to film, so between me, Charlotte, and the year 1 I've got to help us, we'll film Marshall next week, and we'll add some effects onto that. So that's next Monday. Techie wise, sound guys, Strid's going to quickly show you how to use the iBox and add that into QLab. Is that all right? Just for the last bit, because that's a really important one for the, is it Maria on the mic? Yeah. So we can set that up. Okay. The rest of you guys are going to carry on rehearsing, I'm guessing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have this space. What I would suggest you do, we've got the green room, we've got these notes here. Make sure we've got everything down. I'm going to stay here to answer any questions in the green room, but you need to make sure we've got a clear plan of where we're going, okay? So tomorrow, stage-wise, we're going to start building the decking. Lighting, we're going to take all of this down and start your plan, okay? And obviously, Charlotte, continue the artwork. Mark with the sound guys. All those key things now we can start organising properly into where we are, playing around with the effects that we need, okay? So we've all got a hell of a lot to do, but we have now got a lot of time. So if we can get this up this week, goal would be next week, you will be able to rehearse in the theatre and probably do a slow tech throughout the week, if you wanted to. Yeah, cool. Good talk.
Yeah, sorry. Just making
Right.
notes.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be
Okay. Right. Okay, so level 2 techies, make sure you got pictures. Recap any notes. If in doubt, let's jump into the green room now. You guys obviously rehearse.
Carry on here,
Yeah. Yeah, so just work on the basics. I'll fire